Governor Newsom's visit to the Bay Area upstaged by an intense confrontation. A man you see here arrested and accused of throwing a bottle of water at the governor. And this isn't an isolated issue.
No, in fact, we have seen several assaults and attempted assaults on public officials in recent weeks. Tonight, NBC4's Conan Nolan has more on this disturbing trend.
Governor Gavin Newsom was in Oakland promoting small business and the effort at economic recovery following the pandemic, speaking with the owner of a barbershop and then later at a pizza restaurant where he put on an apron and rolled out the dough.
Small business is about community. It's about people.
But outside the pizzeria and away from cameras, the governor was, according to police, assaulted. The CHP says a 54-year-old man had aggressively approached Mr. Newsom and then threw a water bottle at him. The security team led the governor away as the suspect, identified as Serge Emmanuel Bouchamet of Berkeley, was taken to the Alameda County Jail, where he was booked for investigation of assaulting a public official. As California's street crisis of the homeless, drug-addicted, and mentally ill spirals out of control, such incidents are becoming more frequent for the public and public officials. Sometimes it's benign. LA County Health Director Barbara Ferrer's news conference this week was interrupted by one man who, after being asked to leave, did so and apologized.
Thank you, Father.
No problem.
But other times, such as this interview with the head of the Union Rescue Mission, a much different experience.
We're not going, man.
Don't put your hands on me.
Don't put your hands on me.
Don't put your hands on me.
Last week, when LA City Councilman Joe Buscaino announced his candidacy for mayor on the Venice Boardwalk, police confronted a homeless woman brandishing a knife.
I'm a pretty girl, okay?
While one LAPD officer received a minor cut, the councilman was not hurt. Neither was the governor in Thursday's incident. NBC Bay Area says the suspect's sister confirmed the man arrested was homeless and suffering from mental illness, and that the allegations against him were consistent with his past behavior. Conan Nolan, NBC.
Hey, shalom, shalom, all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders. Peace and blessings to you, fellow brothers, pushing out this word in true sincerity. I just wanted to do something really quickly. I saw this video, and the first thing came to mind was 2nd Ezra's, the 15th chapter, about sedition. And this is actually nothing new, but what's going on is as more homeless people or more people turn to homelessness and drugs, and as the economy wanes, as evils increase, the prophecy of people going against the government is increasing. Now, what I want to do really quickly here is French president slapped. Right, not too long ago. Let's watch. Let me see if I can get one without getting deleted. Let's see this, because I believe he got slapped more than once. This is the French president, Emmanuel Macron. Let's watch this one. This is from DW News. This is a German outlet, so this should be fine. These are the so-called rulers of the earth getting slapped by civilians. Okay, let's play another one.
Allez, allez, venez là, un petit coup.
Okay, I believe that was the same one. But you see it. Like I said, these are the so-called leaders of the world, these Edomites that are in these positions, and they're being slapped by civilians. Okay, when the kingdom of heaven is established, there's no possible way that you'll have the heathen slap one of us. Number one, we're going to be on a different level. Now, we understand that these presidents and prime ministers, they're low level. Okay, they're just figureheads. All right. The true leaders of this world, the wicked, okay, are the elite banking families. We speak about this all the time. The Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Rockefellers, okay, so on and so forth. And you know, you got certain I've heard certain families that are not really named in there that are up there, but it's all in secrecy. You'll never see one of them get you know, get slapped. Number one, these people don't even know who they are, and they wouldn't even be able to come close to them. Okay, but let me bring, this is a short video, but this is just to keep you in remembrance of, you know, these prophecies coming to pass, and how you know, we understand, us and to know that it's a buildup. Okay, just like the video said, there's an uptick in violence against public officials. Let's bring this out. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. We speak about woe. You should already know what that word means, destruction. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. It's you know, it doesn't happen overnight. Okay, it takes time. Okay, just like we had to go into captivity. Okay, that was part of our destruction, but we were going to come out of that. Okay, now we're at the very end, in which we will be speaking about these things. Okay, the men of Yahweh Shemashai being raised up in these last days, and the words of the Lord being put inside their mouth to speak to the congregation as well as the whole world for a witness. Okay, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, which a sword is just a killing instrument. Okay, the modern day sword is the gun, and there's all type of violence happening. Mass shootings are increasing. This is why Biden Biden is taking he's looking more into gun restrictions. Okay, these different cities and governors, they're taking a stance, whether it's for the open carry or to restrict guns. Okay, we understand order out of chaos. Yeah, nevertheless, these things are actually happening. Okay, Jake shooting up, you know, crowds, especially out there in Chicago. Okay, LA, the Bay Area, Florida, New York. New York is just hot. So, hey, people are standing up and fighting against each other, and even you know, small confrontations, like, you know, somebody cut you off, somebody will pull out a gun and shoot. For there shall be sedition among men. Okay, and sedition is pretty much either speaking out against the government or encouraging others to speak out and go against the government rule. Okay, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. And when this man comes down with the second lockdown, because he's pushing this variant right now. This variant, excuse me, he's pushing this Delta variant, right? When he comes and locks down this place again, you're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna, you know, they're gonna uprise. It's gonna be a lot of sedition, because he's gonna come with a harder lockdown this time. He's setting the stage already. He opened things up, and in all these stores that I go to, they say that the unvaccinated have to have a mask on, and the vaccinated don't have to have a mask on. But they're not, you know, there's no way for them, nor do they have the authority to check. But all they need is an excuse. The government needs an excuse to implement these measures. Okay. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and these are these different public officials. Okay, whether it be governors, mayors, presidents, prime ministers, police officers. Okay, the people are going to be so fed up that they're going to go against these people, and they look at these people as the reason why things are bad, not knowing that it's people above them, that they're just you know, the figurehead. You know, like the president at McDonald's. Okay, the board members are really the owners. Okay, the president, he's just there to, you know, to give you know, press statements and to be the face of the company. Okay, and that's what these different government officials what they do. Just like police officers, they don't arrest people on their own free will. They arrest people through their their authorities or superiorities. If I'm saying that right, people over them basically sends out that order. Okay, go grab this person up. You can do this. You can do that. Okay. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay. Because these people are going to go crazy, man. Okay. Especially when there's a lack of bread, there's a lack of food, there's a lack of water, there's a lack of resources. Your movements are being restricted. You can't go see your family. There's uncertainty. So there's an uptick in these violent crimes or crimes against political people in the political world. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And we've seen that 2020 with this whole lockdown. There was a time where you just couldn't freely move. You couldn't just get on a plane and go somewhere, In different parts of the earth, it was even harder. It was even harsher. Okay, and you Americans are about to experience that on a whole different level. Your so-called rights, your privileges are about to be stripped away from. They're being stripped away from you right now as we speak. For because of their pride, the houses shall be troubled. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. It's going to be a bad look to be in these cities. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. All out anarchy. But shall destroy their houses with the sword. Okay. And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So the reason why people are, I'm going to bring out one more scripture. Going against the powers to be, in which they believe, like Macron or Gavin Newsom, which is the governor of California. They're the reason why these things are happening, which they're the blame too. They're all conglomerate. And a lot of times they're all Edomites. Okay. They're low level Edomites doing the bidding of their master. Okay. But I want to go to, what is that? What scripture is that? Proverbs 29. Right there. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. There will be no reason for somebody to slap the hell out of you, especially if you're in a power position. That person, if it was in the ancient world, that person would get his head chopped off and their whole family. Okay, so you can see how the power of Esau is waning. When Esau was in his might, okay, that would never happen, and if it did, they'll put that dude to death. So you can see how weak these Edomites have gotten. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And this is a state of mourning where people are actually fighting against the government officials, which are supposedly there for their well-being. But everybody's finding out that they're not for their well-being. They're actually set up to destroy them. And it's going to make these people, lose it in these last days. So that was, I just wanted to touch on that really quickly. Until then, shalom to the elect.